India's biggest travel company just got hit by a short seller, and the allegations are absolutely wild. We're talking about a $3.5 billion company, which is a NASDAQ listed Indian giant. And what is it accused of? Well, secretly defying a regulator, cooking its books, and listing hotels that are actually confirmed bad actors. Is it just me or does this feel like Adani Hindenburg all over again? There's so much to unpack, so let's get into it. Hi, I'm Arunima, and you're watching How Bizarre. Before we get into the story, we first need to deep dive into Make My Trip and how the business works and why this story matters. It was founded in the year 2000 by Deep Kalra, wanting to help NRIs easily book tickets back home. Simple enough, right? But here is the interesting part. Deep Kalra launched the company in the United States, not India, because Indians in the late 90s were still too skeptical to make payments online. Think about that. He was building an Indian travel company from America for Indians living abroad. But here's where it gets really good. He started Make My Trip after realizing the possibilities of the internet while trying to sell his wife's car online. That was a moment, a second-hand car listing. But the timing could not have been worse. The dot-com bubble actually burst 2 days after Make My Trip began operations. Just imagine losing all of your funding within 48 hours while the entire internet economy around you was collapsing. So now it's gone into survival mode. In 2008, with 2 million customers, they crossed the 1,000 crore rupee mark. From 2005 to 2010, their turnover actually multiplied some 25 times. And then in 2010, the moment that changed everything. Make My Trip's IPO on Nasdaq. The shares were priced at $14, which was the top of the range. On the first day of trading, the shares had surged to approximately 80% to around $25, and that made it the best performing IPO in the United States that year. India had officially arrived at the Wall Street. Fast forward through the next decade, there were acquisitions of GoIbibo, Redbus, a massive investment from China's Trip.com group. By 2025, Make My Trip had an estimated 50 to 70% market share across online travel categories in India. Okay, so now the context is clear. Let's go back to our headline. March 30th, Morpheus Research drops a report titled, and I am not making this up, Make My Trip: How India's largest travel platform openly defies regulators, scams customers, and pads profits through accounting tricks. Yeah, really subtle. And guess what? Morpheus Research announced they hold a short position in Make My Trip. That means the more Make My Trip falls, the more profit Morpheus earns. That's how short selling works. Let me explain the concept. Normal investing is where you buy low and sell high. Short selling is the exact opposite, where you sell first and then buy later, hoping that the prices will fall. Here's a simple example. Let's say you're selling at a current price of 1,000 rupees. You wait for the price to fall and then buy later when the price, let's say, is around 700 rupees. So the profit here is 100 minus 700, around 300 rupees per share. The outcome can also be a loss if the price, instead of going down, actually goes up. So it's a bit risky. In which case, doing short selling at say 1100 rupees may further push up the price, and other costs add up like borrowing costs and interest. Now, I want to emphasize that short selling can be extremely dangerous and requires a lot of caution. The whole process is very tightly regulated by SEBI in India. Now, we have understood short selling, let's go back to the story. The clear incentive for Morpheus to drop this report is basically for Make My Trip stock to go down. So look at everything through that lens. Morpheus has Hindenburg Research alumni who earlier ran a report against the Adani Group. That's why it sounds like the same playbook. While Hindenburg shook the entire Indian economy with their Adani report, this one, it's a little bit more surgical. Their MMT investigation involved interviews with 103 industry experts. This is the one that will give Make My Trip the most headaches. Back in October 2022, the Competition Commission of India fined Make My Trip approximately $26 million. But why? Well, they were ordering the company to stop its price parity requirements that actually prohibited hotels from selling rooms cheaper anywhere else. Basically, Make My Trip was stopping hotels from selling their rooms at a cheaper rate anywhere else. So CCI wanted it to stop that. While Make My Trip officially removed the price parity clauses from its contracts after the fine happened, Morpheus actually alleges that the company now uses a price competitiveness score to punish hotels that offer lower rates on other platforms. So basically, it's like Make My Trip is shadow banning some hotels. So Morpheus basically claimed they found evidence of a new investigation opened by the Director General of the CCI in March 2024. This was a cartel offense, not just a fine, an actual cartel offense. And allegedly, none of this has been disclosed to shareholders. Make My Trip has stated they always maintain compliance with CCI and they're appealing past rulings. But let's remember, we're not talking about, a rookie company. This is an actual survivor. Let's look at the accounting games that have been happening. Short sellers love this part, because earning manipulation is basically their bread and butter, and Morpheus has a specific issue with how Make My Trip reports its profits. The report highlighted a $212 million discrepancy between the company's adjusted profits and international norms. Morpheus also claimed that they were underreporting the liabilities, like for instance the Go Air problem. Make My Trip reportedly has a $20 million receivable from this airline which was insolvent, but allegedly only provisioned half of that amount, leaving a $10 million hole on their balance sheet. I'm saying allegedly over and over again because that's what the report claims. Every other OTA, by the way, has written this off entirely, but no, Make My Trip hasn't. And on the CCI fine itself, Make My Trip has not provisioned for the 90% of its CCI fine that remains unpaid while the appeal is under review. The folks at Morpheus also claimed that according to a former employee, Make My Trip rarely banned bad actor hotels. Now, let's talk about something that every user has probably understood or encountered on a social media post, which is dark patterns. You know the drill. You go on an app and you click a price, and suddenly taxes magically appear. Suddenly, the fees start piling up and the final price shoots up. Is this unique to Make My Trip? No. This is actually industry-wide behavior that goes beyond OTA. This happens even in e-commerce apps and quick commerce apps. Zepto भी पहले यही करता था. And so this kind of weakens the Morpheus thesis slightly. Because if everyone is doing it, it's less of a company specific risk. So it's more of a sector issue. Now let's zoom out to the global OTA market, which now stands at around some $250 billion. The global leader is Booking.com, followed by Expedia, with India leader being Make My Trip. So what happened when this report dropped? The stock fell alright for exactly 1 hour and then bounced back within the next 1 hour, recovering the entire fall. In fact, within a week, the stock jumped about 10% higher than the pre-report price. But why is that? And why did the Morpheus report not result in this massive crash? If you look at it through a technical analysis lens, you'll kind of sort of understand why. There seems to be a strategic or tactical blunder by the short seller because this downside seems very, very limited, technically speaking. For any short selling, surely the first criteria is that the stock needs to be overpriced and you close, let's say, to a yearly high or even better, a lifetime high. So even if the report is valid, the market may have already priced this in. And that too on account of slower growth, competitive pressure, regulatory noise. About a year back, Make My Trip was at $113, close to an all-time high. When the report came out, Make My Trip was around its lowest point, leaving very little scope for a further fall. So 33 is actually the historical support level. If you look at the 5-year chart, you'll see that for nearly 3 years, the price moved in a very narrow band from 23 to 33. This 33 is now a very strong support line. That's probably why the price bounced up. So we can clearly see that a historical support exists in the $33 to $36 range, which goes back a decade. Now, here's what I want you to take away from all of this. Deep Kalra survived the dot-com crash with just 1 month of runway. He then went to build India's first internet company to ring the Nasdaq bell. But here it needs to be mentioned that Make My Trip is founder-led but not founder-controlled. Deep Kalra's stake is in the low single digits. The real power is actually concentrated with the Trip.com group, the Chinese travel agent, which is a major shareholder. So it's extremely possible that the Morpheus report could alter the timeline for a potential India-based listing. The IPO may happen after the company provides a detailed rebuttal, which will actually help restore this investor confidence, in which case the stock has significant potential to rebound from the deeply oversold levels. But, if the CCI allegations are verified, and the undisclosed investigation is as serious as Morpheus claims, the share price could probably stagnate and the stock could probably re-rate at worst. How do you think this Make My Trip Morpheus saga is going to play out? Share with me in the comments. This is Arunima Rao signing off. See you in the next video. Until then, stay curious.